Hey guys, hope you're having a wonderful day. Wonderful day. All right, so we're gonna go over XCN, which is Onyxcoin. All right, and let's get straight to it. So I'm gonna go back to a previous video I had done on Onyxcoin, which was on December 19th, 2024. So I'm gonna play a little bit of the technical analysis that was done on this based off of the daily chart. Now, when I go on to Trading View, I did pick a different chart, so I'm gonna show you why. But I can go back in on Coinbase. So this was based off of Coinbase chart using the XCN USD, and of course, right here on this chart is more so the XCN USDT, which is based off Qcoin. And the only reason I'm gonna do both of them, but I got a little bit more data based off it. So when you go over to TradingView, you're gonna see that you have different platforms, exchanges you can pull from. So your data is going to look a little different. So you got recent history based off of that. All right, so let's play this for a little bit. A true market structure because you came in the market where everything was already bleeding and falling out of the sky. So, all right, it is what it is. But we do see that we did find a bottom down here. We rallied some. We moved about 555%. We do look like we got a little cup and handle formation, that's forming, right here. And then, of course, we got the handle, and it still look like a cup and handle that's, forming again, right? So we can take the bottom of here up to cut neckline do here, and we can make this a lot bigger, stretch this out. All right. So based off where we are now, our first target is 0.005 of a cent, second 0.007, then 1 cent, and about 1.5 cent, so forth. Now, that's just based off this impulse right here. All right. So I'm just going to pause that. Let's go back. So, of course, we all know all those targets we hit. So let's go ahead and just go to XCN USD, and we will pick Coinbase. All right. So you already see it's on this chart here for what we have. All right. We clearly see that what all the targets were basically hit, right? All right. And so we had our cup and handle formation here, and we took it basically up to this level to get our targets. And as we look at this, right, and let's move this over more, get some more room on the chart. We have essentially hit every target based off this impulse, all right, that we're measuring. All right, so I now want to give you guys a new impulse as well. But before we do that, we're going to do a field retracement, right? And I'm going to show you the retracement level based off of this impulsive bearish move to the downside. We're going to take our Fibonacci retracement tool. And if you're new to trading or investing, this is a tool that we use, okay, to help us to determine how price can pull back to certain areas. Now, what we have down here is a strong base, which means that we feel that this asset probably won't go any lower than this. So this trend is over. This bearish impulsive move is over. We don't expect to go further down. And I'll show you an example of what we mean by that. All right, we have crossed this 23%. Okay. Now, as a trader, especially in a system that I use, we have to be mindful and we have to be careful of this level of the 23%. All right. Now, we've already passed it, which means that when price crosses the 23%, typically it likes to come back below. which we do get a below here, and then we rally. Okay. Now, you still can get multiple touch points that can come back. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you a technique called a fib within a fib. Okay. All right. So this is already the overall Fibonacci retracement levels, and we really want to see the next level that price is probably going to get to is the 6 cent region. All right, and then after that, between the 7 and the 8, which is a 78% retracement level that we can get to. Okay. Now, we got a lot of upside that we got to clear if you look left, because we got a lot of market structure that's still left over there. All right. So let's do a fib within a fib. All right. So we're going to take our levels. We're going to come all the way down here. We're going to take our levels, and we're going to basically, I'm going to show you where, okay, price could pull back. So a lot of you guys are rushing in and you're buying. All right, you're FOMOing. It is what it is. Keep doing it. You're gonna get embarrassed. All right. We once this price cross 23%, there's gonna be a strong possibility, guys, that we're gonna come back down to the 61% area. Okay. We still got a strong possibility to come down here, even lower. All right. So look, I do technical analysis. This is what I do, right? Um, and that's why I'm making a video on this, because it's going to be timestamped. I don't care whether if I'm right or wrong. The fact that I've just got the guts to put it out here and do this and play this game, that's how I get better. I don't hide behind it. I'm not going to sit up here and show you. I mean, you just saw this video. I made this video on what, December 19th. I'm not hiding anything. I could have been wrong. I don't know. Don't even care. But some of you are just now running into the market. Everybody talking about XCN. I've been here. And I've been doing this for years, right? So this is where I anticipate that price could come back and probably even lower. But watch this too. I still got this impulse that I can what? I can measure, right? And I want to show you why some of this pullback is already occurring, right? Based on some governance issues, but there could be some things that's gonna actually be better for the ecosystem. Look, we did the retracement levels. That retracement levels was based off of what? It was based off of that bearish impulsive move to the downside. All right. So this impulse, all right, the next target is 6.062 cent. The second is 0.079. 12 cent for the third. 17 cent for the fourth target. And then our fifth target will be 20 cent. This is all based off of this impulsive move. Okay. Now watch this. Let's see. All right, we've already hit off this impulsive move. We already hit these zones. So all this right here is what we call null and void, meaning that okay, the targets have been hit based off this impulse. Now this new impulse in and gives us, guys, when you have an impulse, you want a pullback. The impulse is designed, all right, to be an alert that, hey, price wants to go strong in one direction, but at the same time, in order for something to be bullish and massive like this to sustain it, you're still going to need a lot of what? Buy-in pressure to come into the market to absorb orders. Well, guess what? It's a lot of people down here that's also in profit massively. And some of them are like, look, man, I really want to take some profits off the table. All right. And then what's going to happen is people are going to start seeing prices come back so far. All right. Then they're going to start panic selling, and they're going to be jumping out of their holdings, and that could add on to the pressure of it coming further down into this zone. But overall, this is what you want to see when you have an impulsive move. You still want to see a healthy pullback, and that is healthy. It's healthy in what ways? First, some of you taking profit. Good for you. Congratulations. Cool. Some of you got a master plan in place. You're not taking profit. That's fine. Some of you are using derivatives. Right. Let me show you something right quick. So you're over here on Blowfin and you're using futures. So you're trading. Right. I believe I want to say let's check and see if XCN is actually available on the futures market. So let's go and see if we can search. Let's do XCN. All right, let me see. It might not be available yet over here. However, let me do something else. There are other. All right, so not over here on the futures is not available. So let's try one more thing. Let me see something. Let's go over here. Try over here. Okay, so over Blowfin is not available, but I want to say I seen a couple of people say on Mexi. All right, so over here on Mexi, it is available. You see right here, XCN USDT. So you can take out, and it got right here the perpetuals, so you can take future contracts out on here. So it wasn't on Blowfin. So I'm doing this video basically. I don't do no prep work. I just go through. All right. So if I would have did it, of course, I would have came straight here. Now I'm in America, so I can't. And as you see right here, it says my IP address. I'm not able to even use this, but for some of you who can, what I'm saying is that when we get back over here, you have some people who what they're gonna take out contracts on it. Right. Some of them are gonna short. Some of them will go long. That's part of their plan. I'm showing you different plans. All right. Do I have any plans on selling out of any of this? No, I'm doing some other stuff. I don't really care. I'm just leaving it alone, right? All right. That's not to say that if you taking profit that you're wrong. You just need to have a plan. That's what the strategies are for, right? That's that. Now we have our targets that have already been set based off this impulse. I do expect price to come back. I will be patient. What I add, yes, because I like what's going on with XCN. Now, with that being said, I want you to also take some things to consider, right? We're going to look at the protocol. Over right now, they had the deal for Justin Sun, and I was going to break it down. All right, this XCN to HTX and Justin Sun, all right, for the support. All right, it was going to be a proposal that would grant the first allocation of 500 million XCN from a total of 1 billion XCN to HTX and Justice Sun using a public wallet. All right. He would be involved in staking and governance. As a result of this proposal, would stake the 1 billion XCN for a period of at least 2 years. So that's 500 million unlocked a year. All right. And then for 500 million unlocked year two. All right, so this grant enhanced the Onyxcoin protocol through the expertise, experience, and credibility that Justice Sun and HTX bring through their participation in the DAO. All right, so they're talking about he is well known, founder of Tron. All right, invested 30 million in the World Liberty Financial, which is links to Donald Trump and his commitment to innovation. All right, so I'm gonna help tie all this together. Now, essentially, this was the vote. So if you voted for granting this, we're good. All right. This is part of the reason why Onyxcoin really pumped, yesterday, earlier this morning, right? And the vote for was winning. It was winning. And then you had a vote against. If you oppose these measures, believe that the alternative strategy should be considered. All right. Well, let's go up here and look at the results. For 341 million against 459. The against has won. Look up here. It says proposal history. All right, it was active on January 24th, and on January 26th, it was defeated. So it did not go through. So this is why you see on the chart, you had this nice little big wick coming through. This is a rejection point. All right. But however, there could be some things that's in the development, because this is what I want you to look at on the protocol at the bottom. All right. What does it says? If you vote against, if you oppose these measures or believe alternative strategies should be considered. All right. I want you to look at alternative strategies. All right. So if they voted against it, what is the alternative? Glad you asked. All right. So we go over here. All right. Watch this. The community has been overwhelmingly in favor of our suggestions around token burns. We would consider deploying an OIP after the completion of the others we have lined up in the coming weeks for XCN. Now, watch this. They have other OIPs, all right, that are coming in the next coming weeks. Okay, so that means there are other proposals that are coming that others feel is going to be very huge. All right, so this is one of many. So some may feel defeated that wow, Justin Sun, we didn't do it. Now, also, I want to look at this. This is 100 addresses over here. I want you to show. I want you to know the power of having numbers, but also people who have deeper pockets. So it's 100 addresses. There's only 22 over here, but yet the 22 won, which means that someone over here has deeper pockets. Okay, and then you can look at the addresses. You know, if we click through it, you can scroll down and you can see the number, all right, of how much was invested to get these particular types of votes. Okay, but back to this token burn. All right, this is voted upon, which I think a vast majority will vote for, would make a big difference. Now, right now, the max supply, as you can see over here, all right, the max supply is 48 billion. If you do a token burn as suggested, all right, this supply is going to shrink, and then you have a deflationary asset, which means that the price can astronomically push to a higher level. Now, I don't know how much. Now, look, watch this. Circulating right now, there's 30.7 billion, meaning that you would have to basically, you have basically 18, maybe 18 billion and some odd dollars, coins that could be burned. Out of that, I don't know how much, but let's just play around. Let's say, I don't know, 3 billion of those are burned. That will make a big difference, guys. I want you to look at Cardano, because the Cardano sits at a $35 billion market cap. But look at this max supply. The max supply is at 45 billion. All right, of course, it's sitting at 99 cents, but we know also the all-time high was at $3.10. What am I getting at? These projects are somewhat similar, and then easily XCN, with all that's happening, could literally be a project that sits at $35 billion market cap. Based off of where it's at right now, it could literally be over $1. Okay, that can happen. So look at the circulating supply of what we have right here on Cardano. All right, and when you look at the circulating supply, which is 35.18, and then you take the price right now. All right, so that's why we have the market cap around 35 billion, because basically, let's just say this is $1. All right, so $1 times the circulating supply gives you the market cap. All right, so let's go on back over here to XCN, which is Onyxcoin. All right, and we're going to see the same thing that is happening. All right, and then you just basically take the three cents and change times the 30 billion supply, circulating supply, and you have this. Now watch this. If the circulating supply stay within this particular range, okay, and this gets to and this price gets to $1, you just got a $30 billion market cap, which you just see with Cardano. That is not far fetched. Onyxcoin is backed by some major players that can happen. Now watch this. All right. What I want to look at now, we want to look at this. All right. So you got Trump crypto plans have Wall Street CEOs ready to jump into digital assets. All right. So this was written on Friday, the 24th. All right. So he had signed a lot of executive, all right, sweeping executive orders on crypto. All right. So emphasis on protecting and promoting the use and development of digital assets. All right. So they really want the United States to be that hub. Okay. Of course, if we click on this link, we got some things that it talks about inside of these executive orders. So it says the digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the United States. So remember we talked about that, right? All right. Trump, who was a crypto critic in his first administration, he changed his tune on the campaign trail. Okay. I'm not going to go too deep in this article. I posted in the description box. You can read it. But I really want to focus on this one right now. It's this. Trump plans zero capital gains tax for U.S. crypto projects. All right. And they talk about here are the benefits. All right. So they says non-U.S. crypto projects may face 30% capital gains tax. All right. There he's trying to build the home front, make innovation here, meaning that all these companies that left the United States because crypto was so restrictive, now these boys can come back home onshore, all right, and then with the considered zero capital gain tax, that means so much innovation and attracting more investors to this space. It's going to be ridiculous. So some of you're running in, you're chasing, you think that you're missing, and you're not looking at the bigger picture of what's happening. You need to slow down, settle down, build out your plan, and run the plan. Which brings me to here at the Dark Horse Investment Academy. That's what we're going to be focused on. We're focused on you developing plans, having a strategic investment plan for these. All right. Understanding that, okay, if there's no capital gain tax, that's fine. But for right now, there is. Okay. Well, how do you do that? All right. Okay. Um, if you bought an asset and you up 10x, what is the plan? You never had one in place. That's what this academy is for. Develop a true plan from security, from wealth building on down, streamline it. But what's going to happen is a vast majority, they don't have no plan. They don't know anything and they're just winging it. And that's what's going to get you in trouble. Slow down. All right. We are on the brink of a, a shift. All right. Now, people always say that this is the greatest shift in wealth in history, right? But what you really don't understand is the greatest transfer of wealth is attention. All right. Attention. Who has your attention? Because we're so distracted, right? With social media, with all that's going on, we're so distracted. So if I can get your attention and I can lock you in there, that is the greatest transfer of wealth where you can divert it. And so you have to be asking yourself with all these crypto projects and stuff, where are you being diverted from? Look, we're sitting here and I've spent a lot of time on this Onyx coin, but what y'all guys don't understand is that it is multiple projects that's in the background right now that will outperform. Onyxcoin as well. That's prime. That's below 1 cent. That's sitting up there and getting ready to do wonderful things. I'm not endorsing them. I'm not gonna sit here but I'll tell you, I'm in it. I believe in it. And I told you, I'm transparent, guys. I'm transparent. If it don't work, it don't work. I don't care. I'm committed to the game, to being here. But Tailcoin, do your research. It's another project that's sitting in its prime that could do a lot of wonderful things. In fact, it's one of those things where you already see down here, if we even go and we look at the all right, there's a lot of growth, all right, that has happened. Well, since that great event that happened in 2020, all right, you see where we are, right? Okay, so look where we were and where we went to. It's a massive gain. Okay, but this project is solving some problems and doing some wonderful things as well too. So take a look at it. All right. Now back to this. XCN has a lot of upside potential, right? But also, when you see it dip, don't get upset. What's part of your plan? Do you want to add more? All right. I don't know. Whatever it is, but be committed to this. Okay. All right. Let's see if anything else we need to cover. Like I said, even though I brought up the exchange on M MEXC. All right. These are futures. But what I'm showing you is that you now have to be mindful anytime you have future contracts in. That means that people make money on it going down. They're betting, they're shorting it. All right. They're making money on it going down. It's the perfect storm. So therefore, embrace that. Yes, this thing could pull back. Now, you can come on here and then you can say, hey man, you said it's gonna pull back and it ripped and it didn't. Guess what? So what? This is called technical analysis. This is not called a promise. It's just an analysis. It's a forecast. Just because uh, someone calls for slow doesn't mean it's 100% going to happen. We all should know that. But it could be a higher probability. And right now, we are in an impulsive state, and there has not been a pullback significant enough. Now, we did have one right here, all right, and I will show you that if we go down to a lower time frame. This pullback, and look, watch this. This is so easily missed when you really, all right, put things in perspective, right? This move right here, right? Now watch this. I can take this off and I can use my fibs and I can show you the same move where we're trying to get back to the what? Between the 61, 78% into retracement. And look what we get. We get price to come right back off this impulse. Other day, get up here to almost 3 cents and we pull all the way back down here. Now watch this. We drop how much? 48%, guys. See this? 48% from the high. So people get mixed up with this. They look at this and they think, oh my God, it's so catastrophic. This is healthy. This means people are taking profit. That's good. This also means that somebody may have made money shorting it going down. Regardless, I'm not going to get mad at the fellow person who what? Makes money on it going down because they're shorting it, or someone who wants to now get another opportunity to load. All right. It's multiple types of investors and traders that's involved in this market. All of them could benefit from various things. It's just that you need to stop chasing markets and then all of a sudden you're always showing up here. Why are you always showing up here, but then you're not doing the work down here? Make it make sense, guys. All right? That's how you have to approach these things. All right. Now, watch this. This is a previous day, what? High. Okay. And since this was a previous day high, with brokenness, we're now susceptible of doing what? Pulling back within the range because trading does not change because we're in crypto market. It's the same thing that's happening. This is a classic liquidity sweep. Remember, you got people over here at this futures exchange. All right, they're going short. That means that you have open orders. All these people who have felt like, okay, we're at the previous day high right here. We need to what? We need to go short. All right. Well, guess what? Since you're short, all your stop losses are sitting up here, and the market maker just came up here and just wiped all this out. Now, watch this. Because you were short, you also got to buy back your crypto. All right. And when you're shorting in the market, you got to buy it back to cover yourself. So this also could be buybacks that's now officially closed. So what happens now? We're looking for price to come back within range, and it could come back within this range by we what playing the what the field levels. That's a possibility, guys. Or watch this. We have what high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Okay. We just could have just a high, which is a little higher low. We could lower low. Like any of that can happen. I could do another one. It can happen anyway. But watch this. So many people get caught up in that and not understanding the long game. The long game. The long game. Look at XRP. Minus, all the stuff they went through with the SEC and all the other stuff. But look at this. Look at this burst right here, right? From this area. So what 1,125%. All right. Now this is a 2021. All right. And y'all know after that we sort of peaked out and we went to a bear market. All right. But here's the thing. A lot of people did what? They this drop, but they missed out. All right. They missed out here. All right. They was focusing on this pullback and they did not look at the bigger picture. And this is the bigger picture. This is like where we are with XRP, guys. Like this is this all-time high up here, which I think it already broke. So we can use this as a new extension point. What do we have? And I don't mean to make this video anything XRP related, but I'm gonna tie it up and just show you guys to stop panicking and have a plan and stick with it. The next target, which is the first target, this is the first official target based off impulse. But this impulse, all right, when it breached it, it's actually this one that's still in play, but I can measure this one just for the time being. The first target for XRP is $4.19. The next one is $5.24. The next one is $8.25. The next one is $11.27. The next one is $13.13. All right. Now watch this. As we continue to push up to these levels, we're creating a new what? A new impulse that could be measured to give us the higher. All right. Our fib extension tool is used for what we call price discovery. It gives us a price discovery levels of where price can go to based off of an impulsive move. We use the field retracement levels based off of something that had already occurred and where price can move back to or where we can trade to, regardless. So why did I bring up the XRP? I brought it up is because if you get caught up on these minor pullbacks, if you get caught up, it's pulling back, you get to crying, or you're not patient enough, you don't have a plan, then you will miss. all the opportunities that the market gave you when it did pull back and it ranged all these weeks for you to accumulate. And if you want to take profit on this breakout, you can, but you also got enough in your plan that you can go for mystery and visit these up here instead of avoiding this and then buying up here and you're chasing things. And as it pulled back, now you're doing the opposite. You're doing exactly what the market makers want you to do. They want you to buy high and they want you to sell low when you should be selling high and you should be what? Buying low. That is the end. Like this video, subscribe. You have a good day. Do what you need to do. This is your boy E White. I'm out.